Okay, so next up we have Napoleon Total War. Now as you can see it's currently loading, as indicated by the massive white streaks where I dragged the live stream what's it window off. In fact, we can probably do some nice little patterns here. Okay, there we go, it's loading now. So let's start by sorting out the window. Okay, now as I mentioned in the other one, which if you haven't watched you wouldn't have heard, for Wargamer I've been asked to do a Borodino reenactment in honour of the, I think it's bicentennial, something along those lines, of the battle occurring. So it's Napoleon's campaigns. Oops, no, it's not. It's Napoleon's battles. So this is the one I need to get to for that article, but unfortunately you have to go through them all and unlock them. I managed to get to Austerlitz where I ran into some issues, so we can witness me failing horribly at Napoleon Total War now, most likely.
I was forced to abandon my campaign in Egypt to deal with traitors in Paris. But the bayonet is an eloquent argument. I became first consul. I took the crown because it was there. And who else could? But I scared Austria, Russia...
Someone's on about winning
Europe.
as the Prussians, but you can only play as the French,
Here,
and
Austerlitz,
you're fighting the Russians and the Austrians. So I don't know how they could possibly win as the Prussians at the Battle of Austerlitz. But never mind. So what you're supposed to do is use this right flank to hold off all of these Russians whilst this flank charges up here. The issues I was having were 2 units of line, 2 units of horse and 1 cannon cannot hold off 7 units of infantry, 2 cannon and whatever else the hell they throw out of this place. And equally these guys charging up the hill at the Austrians, who are over here, which I can't show because as soon as I click this it'll start talking, they were just getting slaughtered by what I'm guessing was some elite Austrian units. So I'm going to ignore what Napoleon tells me I should be doing and try something slightly different, which is probably swing across and try to extinguish the Russians as they charge down the hillside. But we will wait and see. So let's click this and get going.
December 3rd, 1805. Today, I have given orders to relinquish control of Pratzen Heights. Troops now line the towns of Putovitz and Telnitz. I intend to encourage an attack on the troops at Telnitz with forces that are looking deceptively weak. With the Russians pressing Telnitz, my left flank is free to move on to Pratzen Heights.
Yes,
this
left flank
will break
free,
the Allied
but
line.
gets absolutely butchered. So I won't be doing that.
One sharp blow and the war is over.
The other issue I was having was very odd, which was I was telling the cannon to deploy and it sat there doing a little shuffle dance instead of deploying properly and therefore didn't shoot ever. So right, let's start cannons. Let's move you back to here. Start by moving the infantry back, but let's have you and you. Oh god. And the cavalry. And the cavalry. Can these guns run? No, but these units can. Get them there as quickly as possible. Right, now, this flank. I'm going to do something odd and walk these guys this way. Let's put them behind those buildings for now. And you can go as well. Because as you can see, the entire Russian army comes this way, and there's just no way these guys could hold them off. They just get absolutely slaughtered. In the real battle, I could imagine it, because I doubt the Russians would commit everything at once. They would leave some in reserve, and the French may have been able to hold them off. But in this interpretation, it just doesn't happen. Napoleon over. Right, these guys, let's draw them back into a more defensive sort of formation. Grenadiers, you can come to here. 2 horses, you can come as well, and these guns need to move. Actually, where are these 2? What are you, Mamluks? Let's try and send you up the hill behind the Russians to deal with those guns, shall we? These cannons move so slow. Okay, let's deploy them there instead. We'll shuffle the line.
Garde à vous!
Milice prête à se battre, monsieur.
Retirez-vous!
And cuirassiers, you can go with the... Now there's Austrian infantry up here in the woods somewhere, but as I can't see them, I'm guessing they haven't moved. So you boys, you ready? Unlimber. Are you going to unlimber properly and actually start firing? Or are you going to do your weird stuff and not shoot anyone?
Le canon est prêt, monsieur.
See, they just sit there, doing nothing. They don't turn on the spot, they don't fire. Useless. As you can see, that's a lot of Russians. Okay, maybe I won't do this thing with the cavalry because all of theirs just came across. We'll spread out as much as possible here. And these guys can go across there. I'm not sure what's wrong with these guns. They're just utterly pathetic. See if my other battery is any more use. Okay, so some of the Russians are coming this way. They're starting to form up instead of doing their usual.
État-major des généraux! Immédiatement! Cuirassiers, garde à vous! Monsieur!
Okay, are you happy you're deployed properly now?
État-major des généraux, monsieur!
See if my artillery wants to do something useful for a change.
Canon de 12 livres paré à tirer.
Now you're set to fire at will. You're unlimbered, you're moving up to the guns. Oh yes! They're doing something. That makes a change. What about you guys? Yep, you as well. Maybe this won't go so bad after all. So they're coming piecemeal. Let's just check this left flank. They're unmoving. So the enemy cavalry starting to make its way down. Let's array these this way. Shuffle these across. So It's nice that they are actually coming piecemeal. In all my previous attempts, all of this lot just dumped in one huge go. Absolutely nothing I could do to hold them back. Let's lengthen the line.
Infanterie! Oui, monsieur.
Okay. Let's see about advancing this cavalry.
Garde à vous!
Canon moyen.
Monsieur? Oui, monsieur.
Okay, so here come the enemy horse. Let's keep an eye on them. I realise I'm taking fire here, but I'm going to put up with it.
Grenadier! Oui, monsieur. Infanterie! Au rapport!
Here you, charge.
Grenadier!
Okay, so they've started their little duel.
Cuirassier! Garde à vous!
Compagnie en ligne. Préparez-vous.
Cuirassier! Garde à vous! Monsieur?
Yeah, so these two guys chase the horse. They can go square.
Infanterie! Au rapport!
I wasn't paying enough attention there.
Oui, monsieur.
One unit has broken. Okay, let's get these two up the hill, shall we? You go for that one. You go for that one. Sacrifice them to take out those guns. What's happening over here? They're getting flanked by cavalry. Can we break these guys quickly? Not quick enough. Oh wait, we've got a horse in there. Stop
Garde,
going.
monsieur. Cuirassier!
Have my horse engage theirs. What's happening in here? Musketeers out square. Engage.
Milice!
Okay, so we should be winning there.
Infanterie! Au rapport!
Okay, so let's go and have a look up here. Good, we've engaged their guns. Those cavalry have done their job. Don't really care what happens to them now. Have them charge. They can charge as well. And then the grenadiers here can come in from the rear. Just to make sure these guys are thoroughly surrounded. Let's bring Napoleon up as well. There we go, they should break now. Attacked on three sides. Charge that unit. Actually, let the cavalry run them down. Those two can reform.
À vos ordres! Cuirassier! Garde à vous!
So what's happened? You get over here, that general. Tsar Alexander is being attacked. There are other generals coming over to help, but I'm just leaving him to it. So let's bring these cavalry out to threaten that flank. You two can form up there. Oh, what's going on there? Charge then. You four can advance. And those guns can hold fire. The general wounded. Okay, so they've dealt with the Russian general. Let's get the Austrian. Okay, let's see. Melee, go. Melee, go. Horses around the rear. Give them the bayonet, boys. And in come the cavalry. I think it's all over for those Russians. Now on this flank over here, it looks like my units are up to their own stuff anyway. Square. Square. Yep. Okay, so the Austrians are moving up now. Let's retreat back to the rest of the army. Okay, so these line infantry form up there. Let's bring these two cavalry back down. You can come as well. You can come across. Put them there like that. And stop you firing. Actually, let's just do it this way. There we go. Cavalry here can go up on that flank. So you form up across here. Rapide. So let's have a look at these Austrian units. This would be why previously I lost horribly to them. Look at the veterancy. They are elite units, to be sure. Let's have these French units here. Start moving into that sort of position. Cavalry come out wide. Cavalry come up behind. So hopefully we can pin them in a crossfire. Move up. Move up. Now everyone's running. This is going to be a devastating volley, I think. Come on, open fire. Oh, down they go. Okay, how are they standing up? They're winning slightly. It's charging in the side then. That should drive them off. And they're winning. Not quite yet. There you go. Run them down. Braking. In fact, they're all braking. That should be the end of that battle. Excellent.
The enemy is in retreat across the frozen Satskan ponds. I am proud to call this my victory, my triumph. Here today, my renown adds glory to France. My enemies have something to fear.
So, sort of like his strategy, I did focus on one army and then the other, but I did it in the other order. And the Austrians were just too stupid to actually come and engage, so I didn't even have to give them a holding force, although I did have a token force sat in the trees waiting for them. So my losses, 711. They lost considerably more. Let's see. Kills. Fusiliers of the line did an excellent job. And then the cavalry. The National Guard, not so useful. And the Grenadiers actually did pretty badly. I think it was more, I probably didn't use them a lot. And the artillery, for some reason in Napoleonic, well, in Napoleon Total War, I've always found the artillery isn't amazingly useful. Not the cannon anyway, except for siege. But you know, that's not huge numbers. It's not like Shogun where they get extortionately high amounts. Okay, just got to reply to some on Steam. Okay, so Borodino is the next one. Now this is the one I have to do a reenactment battle on, but I will give it a try now.
If you want an Englishman
to
to
me.
see sense, take his money. The Russians continued trading. Do they think I wanted to invade? To march on Moscow? And now, Kutuzov makes a stand at Borodino, some speck on the map. No matter. I will dine in Moscow yet.
So the actual outcome of Borodino was the Russians were forced off of the field, but the French did not pursue them. Napoleon refused to commit his final reserve, which was the Imperial Guard, and so the Russian army mainly managed to escape, reform and come back a few years later. But it wasn't really a crushing victory for either side. So one thing that I did notice when I was watching videos of this is sort of on the right there's supposed to be three, I believe it's three, possibly four, sort of arrowhead wooden constructs on top of small hills called Bagration's Fletchers. Bagration something. It will tell me what they were when you start. But due to the limitations of the game engine, they seem to just be hills in this. But we will see. Bagration being probably not pronounced that in the slightest, but he was one of the Russian generals, along with Barclay de Tolly.
September 7th, 1812. Mikhail Kutuzov finally made his stand on the east bank of the Kolosha River. between the new and old Moscow to Smolensk Road, just south of Borodino. To fortify the northern section of his right flank, Kutuzov's troops have constructed the Raevsky Redoubt. This stretches down to Semenovskaya village. To the south, he has constructed the 3 V-shaped Bagration Fleche.
There it is, Bagration Fleche.
Taking the redoubt and Bagration Fleche will be the stiffest of challenges.
So those were supposed to be open-backed, sort of wooden barricade constructs in an arrowhead shape, but not so much. So let's see, where do I want to go with this? I've got up here, 2 units of cav. Let's start up on the north here then. Advance in, what's the veterancy? There are like 3, these are 2 and a 1, but I've got the cavalry. Now, that artillery is going to be dead, as we can see already. You guys need to advance quickly. You can deploy as well. Fire at that thing. Wow. Those mortars are nasty. Now, are the Russians advancing on this flank? Mostly not. Let's pull back my troops over here. These are skirmishers. Total light infantry behaviour. That's right, spread out. We'll go up here. Grenadiers. Spread these guys out thin, bring these 2 up. So my cannons are doing their best, but they're not hitting much because of the hill. Okay, let's pull skirmishers across the river. Guns here are getting decimated. Okay, where can I cross the river up here? Only there. I can't really make use of my cavalry. It's bad positioning by Napoleon. Oh, come on. Get across. Need to eliminate this. Oh, crap. Ow. Okay, these guys coming down, you've got some cavalry coming as well. Oh, stop moving and shoot. No, they're going to get rushed by the cavalry now. Ah, I need more support on this side. They're going to break instantly. So this is going badly already. Square. too late. Maybe not. Might have just caught it. Nope, the square's collapsing. And a heavy artillery fire. Go on. Keep those cavalry off. Okay, one's running. Okay, they're just going to have to, you know, do what they do. Okay, light infantry. No, not that one, that one. Let's bring you up and start your shooting. If I turn you that way. Can you cross the river? Yes, they can, maybe? What's the quickest way for you to cross that river? That way, apparently. Okay, I'll leave them to that. You guys have dealt with them. Out square. The best bet is to charge in. Okay, let's bring up the reserve. How's his right flank doing? They're doing fine.
La Légion Lombarde est prête.
Russian Jaegers. Why are you not firing back? Come on. Shoot. Ah, they're not in range. Okay, move forwards and engage. It says... They're Jaegers, they shouldn't have square formation. Get in there. You move up in case this line infantry unit hits charges. Go on, get those Jaegers. Come up behind. Come on, skirmishers, shoot. These grenadiers are toast. Finish them off. Okay, so we won this northern flank. We lost this bit here. How's the artillery duel going? Ah, we've got all their guns. Good. Good. Okay, you two. And you. And fire on that battery instead. Yeah, I can see you talking, Adam. You're speaking, not specking. Okay, let's bring these guys up. So the enemy general's down here. I might send these two cavalry units to try and deal with him. I'll break their morale a bit. You stop shooting a minute. You. Form a defensive screen. You start shooting at him. No? What about him? No. Okay, shoot at whatever the hell you want. No, you're not even going to do that. Okay, Limber. We'll move you. Apparently you've got that nice little bug again. Okay, there's the other mortar. I forgot to mention that one. What's happening on this southern flank then? They're just sitting around, that's all good. What's going on there? What are you doing? Get back here, you. Who told you to go there? Oh dear. Nice when your units listen to you. Run. You. Come sit in here. Run.
L'infanterie suisse attend les ordres. Oui, monsieur. Garde à vous.
Okay, let's try charging Mikhail Kutuzov. Now very tired though. That may not go so well. Oh, we're getting flanked. No, they're broken. That's good. Come on, kill that general. That's not going to happen. It'd be nice if my cavalry had charged off across the river whenever they felt like it. I may actually, be doing a bit better. What are these guys doing? That's a very interesting formation. Okay, 77 wide, take note, I want this formation learnt, we'll call it the Wolverine Claw or something along those lines. It's very silly. Yep, the general's seen off my troops down there. Now's a good time to push up. Go, go, go. Destroy that mortar yet? No, we got two of them. There's a line. Chasseur.
La Légion Lombarde est prête, monsieur. Grenadiers, tenez-vous prêts.
Okay, let's get the grenadiers across first. And the line. And the skirmishers can come over after. Oop, and face that way. Right, you're not doing very well. You move to there. You move to there. Where's that general? He's still back there. Okay, let's advance the grenadiers up. Where are they going? Oh, musketeers are running. Okay, you move to the river. Turn you. Really? He's charging his artillery crew in against my skirmishers. Caught a crossfire in a river on top of the bodies of all your comrades. Oh, Bolcheni! Oh, they're never going to last long. Prepare to die, peasants. Prepare to die. And they're running. Hit them. Pointy end. No mercy. There's the Russians.
Monsieur?
How are you guys doing? Winning slightly. Oh, what's going on here?
Oui, monsieur.
Oh wow, you really did chase those guys far in melee, didn't you? Did not want them in there. Right,
Grenadier!
go. Go.
Tout de suite. Oui, monsieur. Garde révolutionnaire!
Go.
Tout de suite. Oui, monsieur. Infanterie!
We'll try and save our chasseurs now. Did you deploy again? No.
Infanterie! On
What are
rapport!
these line infantry doing? Well, I guess running away is the answer now, but... Oh, here come the enemy cav. Quick, get up there.
Infanterie d'élite! Infanterie légère à vos ordres. Lancez des ordres! Grenadier! Infanterie suisse attend les ordres. Infanterie! Reculez tout de suite! J'ai les
Come on, run, run, run.
sur le champ!
You, square. You, square. You, square.
Oui, monsieur.
Retreat the skirmishers behind. Good luck, horses. That's a bit of a ragtag square. Grenadiers of the line, that is a despicable display of square compared to the Swiss foot, who are doing amazing. Look at these guys. Off go the horsies. All of you out of square. Advance.
Infanterie légère à vos ordres, monsieur.
Quick deploy to there.
À vos ordres.
Deploy to hilltop.
Tout de suite. À vos ordres. Lancez des ordres. Tout de suite.
So yeah, I don't need these guys. You boys can just sit and watch. It's all good. You know, spectator sport. Good job.
Infanterie légère à vos ordres, monsieur.
I was talking to my troops. This entire part of the army hasn't done anything all game. It's just sat there. The northern guys have done all the fighting. They're down to half strength. Let's focus on unit number 2. Really? Musketeers? Oh, grenades! And row! And yes. Okay. That's them dealt with. Where's their ammo? Plenty. So this is meant to be Bagration's fleshes, but as you can quite clearly see, they are actually hill, not man-made wooden arrowhead structures in the slightest. But I guess there's limitations to what they could put in the engine, so never mind. Just a few bodies, especially over here. Look at this lot. And this river crossing. Okay, these guys are going to be out of ammo, so I need to watch that one. Okay, so it's tired, fresh. So the Swiss foot can go last. What are you shooting at? There's nothing in range.
L'infanterie suisse attend les ordres. Retirez-vous!
Now the question is, have the Russians noticed I'm coming up behind them? Look at the moustaches. Perfectly groomed, perfectly the same. This is obviously the Mustachio Brigade of the Russian Grenadiers. They realise their peril now. Frenchies, run! To position.
Oui, monsieur.
You flank to that side.
Oui, monsieur.
Flank to here. Well, not really flank, but advance. What are they doing? They're creeping forward with bayonets. Stop and give fire. Okay, wait for it. Charge! Charge from the rear. Advance. And they're gone. Next. What's this? This is the 6-pounder horse artillery. Doing a desperate last charge. About to get gunned down in their prime. Oh no, it's too much. Run away! Oh! Dramatic roll there. Oh, it's a split. Oh, will you make it? No! Just on the edge of range. He falls. artillery's keeping up the pressure here. The lifeguard foot. Equally well moustached men. It's a requirement to be Russian. Superior facial hair. And the ability to ride cannonballs, apparently.
Infanterie, au rapport. Oui, monsieur. Infanterie, au rapport.
Stop.
Tenez-vous prêts.
You, grenades. Come on. And again. Throw.
Garde révolutionnaire.
And here comes the skirmishing flanking force. There we go. And the enemy flees the field, and we have victory.
Russian soldiers. I pity them. They are brave men, but they fight for fools. On to Moscow!
So, a huge portion of my army didn't even bother. It's unfortunate the first few units charged in alone and got wiped out by Russian reinforcements. It's also unfortunate that second cavalry unit decided it wanted to ford the river, sit in the middle and get shot to bits. But, you know, I have no idea why that occurred. So losses, 577. Interesting kills. They had quite a few friendly fire incidents, whereas we only had a few. Unit statistics, kills. Fusiliers of the line, Swiss foot, and the chasseurs. So they'll be the three that were charging down the map. With the grenadiers. I'm not sure which cuirassiers they were, probably the ones I threw at the general. Yeah, there's not many of them left. Let's see, the artillery took some heavy casualties. And here we have the units that stood around and watched. The Polish Legion did nothing but lost 10 men. Probably through boredom. So, that is the end of Napoleon Total War. You will likely see that battle again, possibly done slightly differently, now I know what's going on the Wargamer website when it releases. But for now I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break and then I will boot up Guild Wars 2. So if you want to hang around for that, please don't disappear. I am taking the stream down in that time, but I need to go get a drink. So back in a moment.